Today I'm going to show you how to play position. I already produced a lesson about the different things you gotta take care of to increase your success in position play. It's called Everything You Must Know About Positional Play. I would highly recommend to watch that video as well. I'll give you the link in the video description or at the end of this video. But now let's jump into today's lesson. When playing with beginners, I often notice that they aren't able to see easy and right ways to play position. They do some weird stuff and often they run ends because of that. In this lesson I will show you the right approach to find the ways for the cueball to travel and how to send the cueball along that way. So let's start. The most important thing when playing position is to understand where the cueball does travel naturally if you don't do something special with the cueball. And you see the cueball will somehow travel along this path, maybe miss the 6 or hit the 6, so that's not good. Now we're looking where we can hit that first rail and we see it's in this area. All we have to think now is where do we want to hit the first rail and where do we want to hit the second rail, and then we can finish the path of the cueball in our imagination. We can manipulate the contact point on the first rail by hitting high or low on the cueball, and the contact point on the second rail can be manipulated by hitting left or right English. And as you see, after hitting these two rails, it's only a matter of speed because then we cannot change the path of the cueball. So we can manipulate the path of the cueball with the first two rails. Again here from the 5 to the 6 ball. Where does the cueball go with a rolling cueball? And we know, or you have to know, if you just roll the cueball in, you will automatically come exactly towards the 6 ball. And if you're doing that, we can play the 6 ball straight into the corner pocket and after that follow the 6 ball for the 7 ball. So again, the most important thing is to understand where the cueball is travel naturally. In this example, the natural contact point on the first rail is very easy to see. We could manipulate it by hitting high or low on the cueball, but the more important contact point is on that second rail. We don't want to hit too far up table because then we have the danger of getting straight. So we're choosing this target for our cueball. We manipulate the cueball by adding some right spin to the cueball. And going this path is very good because we have a lot of margin for error with our speed because we're going exactly towards the free ball. We ended up in a very nice position. The contact point on the first rail is obviously right next to the free ball. So now we're checking our options. If we're hitting low right on the cueball, we could go with the cueball towards this direction. And if we change the point on the cueball and playing left, we can go to this part of the rail. So now we're looking for the right point on the second rail. And you see, if we hit the second rail here and follow the path of the cueball, we will end up with a very nice position on the 5 ball. So now I'm visualizing where I want to hit the second rail. Now I'm setting up where I want to hit the cueball and then which speed I want to hit. I'm visualizing the whole process and shot, and then I'm just pulling the trigger and the cueball should go exactly towards the first rail and then end up in a very nice position on the 5 ball. In this example we have the wrong angle on the 2 ball in order to get to the 3 ball. So now again we're looking on the first contact point on the first rail. And now I'm visualizing where I want to hit the first rail and where the cueball naturally travels if I hit the second rail. And I see the cueball could somehow be sent through this gap between the 9 and the 6 ball. So now I'm looking at the shooting line and now I'm again visualizing and measuring where I want to hit the first rail. Remember, you can change that with high or low and only with high or low. And where I want to hit the second rail, you can change that by hitting left or right English and of course high or low because the contact point on the second rail changes with the contact point on the first rail. But you can spin out of the first rail with left or right spin and take a different direction for the cueball. I just mentioned the contact point on the first rail cannot be changed with left or right English but with high or low. Do you agree or do you disagree? If it's possible, how and why? Leave a comment. So after I visualized the whole process and measured, I ended up with a very nice position on the 3 ball. A lot of players would now try to play the 5 ball in the same corner pocket as the 3 ball by going this path of the cue ball, but it's just way too hard. So we decide to play the 5 ball in the upper corner pocket. I misjudged the speed and now I can choose in which corner pocket I want to shoot the 5 ball. I decide to play it top left, and here again I want to know where I want to hit the first rail, and then I change the path of the cue ball with high or low or left or right spin. Here I'm changing the path of the cue ball just with top because that left inside spin would be just way too hard because of that long and hard shot. We have a very nice position on the 6 ball, and again we're looking for the contact point on the short rail. So if we hit somewhere around here, we could go somehow towards the 7 ball, and as you may notice, it's getting very dangerous with the side pocket. So let's see what happens. And as I said, well, it got very dangerous because I stretched. So I'm setting up the shot again, and now you have to play that 7 ball into the upper corner pocket. It's just the right way to play the shot because it's just way too dangerous with the side pocket. Again, we can play the 7 ball just into the upper corner pocket, follow a little bit with the cue ball for the 8 into the side pocket. In this example, a rolling cue ball brings me towards the 10 ball, and I'm playing the shot and I get positioned for the 2 ball, but do you see where the 3 ball is? So we're now checked up by the 10 ball, we have a really long shot and have to draw the cue ball all the way down table. So this is not the right way to play this shot. So again, we're now looking at the tangent line, and we see that the tangent line doesn't bring us into the 10. The tangent line brings us towards this part of the rail and then a lot closer to the 2 ball. So I'm playing just a stop shot and adding just a touch of right hand side to bring me towards the long rail. And now you see the shot to get from the 2 to the 3 is a lot easier. In the last example, we again are on the wrong side on the 1 ball. So again, we're doing the whole process. We're thinking where we want to hit the first rail. Then we're checking where we want to hit the second rail, and then we're looking where the cue ball should go by traveling this path. And when playing shots like this, it's also very important that you hit the right part of the pocket. If you hit, for example, thinner or more to the left side into the side pocket, the cue ball will hit the rail earlier. And if you hit the cue ball thick into the pocket, that means to the right side, the cue ball will hit the rail more up table. So it's very important to see all these little things in the shot and to have really a good imagination where the cue ball will travel, where the cue ball will hit the first rail, how you can manipulate the cue ball with spin, with left, with right spin to send it towards the exact path you want to. So let's summarize real quick. In order to play position shots, you have to know where the cue ball travels naturally. You can also use the tangent line as a reference and then change the tangent line by hitting high or low. Determine the contact point on the first rail and the contact point on the second rail. After that, it's only a matter of speed. You have to have a good imagination and understanding of the cue ball. If you don't have that, just train it by setting up a shot and then play it over and over again from all the different angles. Compare your expectation of the path with what actually happened. At some point your brain will have the correct information about the cue ball. To understand the cue ball a little more, watch my video Understanding the Cue Ball and also watch the video about the tangent line. All the links are in the description. And don't worry, I plan to make a video about the rolling cue ball as well. Well, that's it for today. I really hope you learned something in this lesson and become a better player by doing this principle. If you got value out of it, I would be very thankful if you like, comment or share this video. Thanks for watching guys, see you at the next lesson, take care.